September 28, 2014, from Qualcomm Stadium in San Diego, California, was the Jacksonville Jaguars at the San Diego Chargers. This game started off low scoring, as the only scoring in the first quarter was a field goal, a 33-yarder from Novak, with a little less than 4 minutes left in the quarter, that put the Chargers up 3-0. Then in the second quarter, the Jacksonville Jaguars took the lead in this game as Toby Gerhart scored on a 1-yard touchdown run, as the score would now be 7-3 as the Jaguars led the Chargers. But not for long, as the Chargers came right back as Philip Rivers hit Eddie Royal for a 47-yard touchdown pass, as the Chargers took back the lead at 10-7. Jacksonville came back and took the lead right back again, as Nic Jacobs caught a 2-yard touchdown pass from Blake Bortles, as Blake Bortles threw his first touchdown pass in this game. And the score was now 14-10 as the Jaguars led by 4 points. But just before halftime, with a minute left on the clock, Eddie Royal connected with Philip Rivers, as Philip Rivers found him for another touchdown pass, this time a 43-yarder, as they scored twice in the first half, twice in this quarter, 40-plus yard plays, and this one would make it 17-14 as the Chargers were back in the lead, now by a field goal, going into halftime with the score 17-14, San Diego over Jacksonville. Then in the third quarter, the Chargers would extend their lead to 10, as Philip Rivers found Malcom Floyd for a 24-yard touchdown pass to make it 24-14. They didn't stop there, though, as Novak kicked the 34-yard field goal to make it 27-14, as they further extended their lead to 13 points in the third quarter. Then in the fourth, early on, Novak added on another field goal, a 23-yarder, to make it 30-14, as the Chargers now led the Jacksonville Jaguars by 16 points. And then just for good measure, at the end of the game, Novak came out with about a minute left to kick his fourth field goal, this one from 37 yards out, and that made it 33-14, and that would be the final score as the Chargers beat the Jaguars and improved their record to 3-1, and the Jaguars remain winless at 0-4. And in this game, Philip Rivers was 29 for 39 with 377 passing yards and 3 touchdowns. Blake Bortles was 29 for 37 with 253 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. The leading rusher in this game was Toby Gerhart with 10 carries for 32 yards and 1 touchdown. The leading receiver was Keenan Allen with 10 receptions for 135 yards. Eddie Royal had 105 yards off of 5 receptions and 2 touchdowns, and Malcom Floyd had 39 yards off of 3 receptions for a touchdown as well. So the Chargers beat up on Jacksonville. They beat them pretty handily. Weddle and Flowers each got an interception, and Butler had 10 tackles for the Chargers. Posluszny had 11 tackles for the Jaguars. But in the end, the Chargers win big. 33-14 was the final score, as the San Diego Chargers improved their record to 3-1.